Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Let's take a closer look at important topics affecting you and your family. Tune in to the GUT Credit Union's Facebook and YouTube pages this Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Ask your questions, share your concerns, and get practical tips to help improve your life. A closer look with GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
And this is Network News for Tuesday, September the 8th, 2020. I'm your presenter, Odette Campbell. In the headlines this evening, speculation over possible snap elections evokes questions about who might be the best fit for the position of Prime Minister. St. Patrick residents speak of hardship and despair while rallying through COVID-19 lockdown. COVID-19 control bill cited as example of government overreach, but St. Lucian journalist says it's not unique to Grenada. La Bay Taxi Association worried that private vehicle owners are flouting the rules. And welcome news for Seamoss farmers as police make arrest following complaints about theft on the high seas. Coming up in sports this evening, the Trinbago Knight Riders sitting pretty as CPL moves into final gear. And in around the globe, President Trump on the attack again as he continues to dismantle Obama's safeguards. We'll bring you the details of those and other stories right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
And welcome to the news at 7. A special good evening to our listeners on K105. Speculation is rife that Grenada could be in for snap elections. Some observers point to recent snap polls in Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica, where both incumbent parties were victorious. With the speculative waves come the question about who may be best suited to lead the country. Political scientist Dr. Damien Graves has been dissecting the issues in a conversation with GBN's Gerard Joseph.
Is Dr. Keith Mitchell the only person capable of ruling Grenada? Such questions surrounding this all-important issue have been popping up on social media recently, leading to a search for an answer. Charismatic leaders who can resonate their energies with the people and rally a particular cause while being the face of their political party is still the preferred choice.
So looking at the leadership scenario in Grenada now, I have, and in the region generally, I have my concerns. I'm not seeing us throwing up younger leadership. I hear a lot of young people in the background saying certain things. I've heard them on radio. Quite impressive. But they have not bursted on the scenes. They have not busted on the scenes to really see what is going on. So it's a lot of good ideas, and I don't want to mention names, a lot of good stories, a lot of passion, a lot of adrenaline in terms of when they speak, but then that has to be followed up with action.
Political scientist Dr. Damien Graves says the stifling of young leaders within political parties is a major concern for future leadership of Grenada.
How are they going to form another political party? Is Grenada right for a third political force? That's another very good question in terms of the political climate that we now have. So it's an exciting period. It's an exciting period. It's a period when people can come to the fore, young men and women can come to the fore. It is a period when Dr. Mitchell must see himself as the elder statesman who can nurture talent within his party.
Dr. Graves says equal numbers of detractors to supporters to the Prime Minister's reign may be a truer reflection of the dynamics of the political landscape. He adds, however, that despite a possible loss of charm, Dr. Mitchell's legacy in politics is unquestionable, leading people to believe he is the only factor. Dr. Graves says Dr. Mitchell's accomplishment of winning all 15 seats 3 times is undisputed in the region.
Now, if you look at that situation for what it is, you have to respect the man as a leader. You have to respect him as a politician. You have to respect him as an individual who has understood the psychology of Grenadians, who has understood the psychology of the masses, and able to maneuver even at a time when he may be at his lowest ebb in popularity, he has been able to prevail. Now, you have to have respect for a man like that.
The political scientist says in order to impact change, the female-led main opposition party, NDC in Franca Alexis Bernardine, and opposition leader Tobias Clement must convince people of their ability to lead.
But leadership goes beyond pronouncements. Leadership goes beyond pronouncements. Leadership goes with certain things that you do. It goes with your actions. It goes with you being able to rally the support of people. It goes with people beginning to develop a certain level of confidence in you.
Objectively, he notes Dr. Mitchell is tried and tested, and Grenadians must decide whether it's an age and experience factor or a mixture of youth and experience. Joseph McKee-Smith, GBN News.
And we thank Josen for that report, which was produced by Gerard Joseph. Dr. Graves also assessed the impact of COVID-19 on the political sphere in Grenada and other Caribbean islands. We will bring you part 2 of a serialized report produced by Gerard, as we mentioned, in tomorrow's newscast. But while we look ahead to that segment, we focus our attention on how people in rural communities have been coping with COVID-19. Some persons are still coming to grips with the financial, mental, and social effects of the pandemic, and they have been sharing their experiences during the lockdown period with GBN's camera woman, Bernadette Cornell-Celestine, and reporter Rena Pear.
It has long been concluded that there is no ordinary in 2020. It's a year in which nearly 200,000 souls have been lost in the pandemic. While there has been no loss of life here in Grenada, about 2,000 cases were detected. When we stopped off at Mount Ridge in St. Patrick, we heard from this young man who was very careful about not contracting the virus.
Well, it was a hard time because like when we are walking, like we have to be around people. So if they had the COVID, then I could get it first and my family home. In that time, everybody I could bring it back for them.
It was a jittery time for this gentleman who had several other crises under his belt.
That the worst experience I had in life since I'm not there in the face of the earth.
Why?
We can never go through nothing like that. I go through Ivan, I go through American, and that's the 2 worst things. I go through the revolution, and that's the worst thing I ever seen in my life. Because that's something everybody had to scare of, because nobody knows it and nobody knows what it is and they can't see. So everybody had to be scared.
So were you scared?
Yes, I was scared of it. And I think everybody should be scared.
Some has summarized COVID as casting a dark shadow around, with some persons feeling rather anxious.
You have to stay inside, you can't go nowhere. You see outside, sometimes I go on the bridge because the bridge isn't open yet, and I'm relaxing there, and they was, what you doing outside? I said, what? It is easy to just sit down inside the house just like that. It was very frustrating. So I started to kind of like, I don't know, kind of panic more, like I can't stay by myself, I'm feeling, because like at the house whole day, and then in the night time, you can't close your eye because whole day you lie down, whole day you do things, so you started to feel sick. I started to, and I said, I can't make it now.
Of course it was stressful. If you can't go nowhere, it will be stressful because you never go through that in life.
There's also enormous amount of stress about not knowing what the future holds regarding the pandemic. The importance of family ties came into sharp focus during the lockdown period.
I didn't have transport to go and get stuff, and then no work, so the money was not coming in. So it was challenging, but as family, we pulled through it because everybody we are one here, and we get through it. And now 1 or 2 persons are back to work, and
it's looking better now.
The loss of social connection due to isolation and social distancing manifested itself in various ways. Psychologists note that human beings really need a kind of structure and ritual if they are to maintain their equilibrium. As they look to the future, some are building their confidence through hope and a prayer.
My mother I didn't age, and I didn't even want to go. When I come out to work, I used to go and see her every day, but because of the COVID-19 thing now, I never used to go across by her again, because she is, she old. So if I have it, then I always say if I have it, I'm coming home. I'm going home. I stay on the road or I go in the bush or somewhere and live until, I get better.
Yeah, times I can, come out and cook something. Yeah, times we have ski base to cook and thing, But the only thing I'm glad about, we didn't have it that heavy, and we pray not to, we don't have it heavy in Grenada.
As the cloud of uncertainty continues to hover, mental health experts suggest that it's imperative for people to take time to focus on what gives them meaning and purpose in life. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
And we say a very special thank you to Bernadette and Rena for having journeyed to St. Patrick to listen to the people in those villages. And COVID-19 has been a major source of stress on many individuals, as we just heard, and that includes those whose health were not directly impacted. At the height of the lockdown, several social issues came to the fore. Several of these focused on the need for social justice. In Grenada, there was a string of activities, including a picket outside the Parliament building on the day that the government proposed to table the COVID-19 control bill. As we hear in this report, the issue of perceived government overreach is not unique to Grenada.
In Grenada, the COVID-19 control bill sparked controversy and public protest. In St. Lucia, there has been concern about what is viewed as the great level of latitude which was given to the government. Journalist Janika Simon says, for example, the COVID-19 regulations gave the Chastenay government the right to commandeer property and to issue tenders at will without following the normal procedures.
To give tenders, without needing to go through the competitive bidding process. And when the SOE was initially passed, this was, a couple of months ago, people were nervous, people were not sure what the pandemic would bring to our shores. And that initial SOE was in effect for a period of a few weeks. I think it was about 4 to 6 weeks. Before it expired, the government came back and said, listen, we want to extend that until September. Now, at that time, we were already kind of in a situation where we didn't see any massive caseload. There was no community spread. There was no overwhelm of our public health systems. So people really started to question the need for this state of emergency.
In the initial phases of its COVID-19 response, the Keith Mitchell government in Grenada revised the hours of curfew and related regulations on a weekly basis. In late July and into August, it announced plans to introduce the COVID-19 control bill, which would remain in place for a year. In St. Lucia, people are also concerned about moves by the government to implement measures over an extended period, considering that the Governor General can easily declare a state of emergency and seek an extension as necessary.
So the argument there was, in the absence of any compelling reason to have that SOE for public health protection, why not let it naturally expire, and then if needs be, the Governor General could always just declare a new one. And the government's argument in terms of retaining and extending that SOE was because they thought that they needed to maintain readiness for a potential spike or a noticeable spike. So it is, I think it's fair to call it controversial.
For now, St. Lucians continue in wait and see mode.
by now the population is kind of resigned to just, waiting it out and hoping that Parliament will not come back before September 30th to extend it, because, just like in all of our sister territories, our parliamentary democracy is such that the government of the day holds a majority in the parliament, and so they can pass legislation without needing the help of anybody else. So people were, just a little bit concerned about the sweeping powers that are granted to the central government. And, we've seen road tenders go out. We've seen huge sums of money be awarded in terms of contract without any public tendering. This was already an issue for St. Lucia, and it seems to have accelerated using the SOE and using the exigencies of the global pandemic to, facilitate that.
In Grenada, the government says it's continuing discussions on the COVID-19 control bill. It recently issued an email address where citizens could forward concerns and suggestions. GBN understands that the Attorney General has also met with lawyers to hear their concerns and take these back to the powers that be. Joseph McKee-Smith, GBN News.
And this is Network News. We must take a commercial interlude at this time. When we return, we shine a spotlight on concerns being aired by the La Bay Taxi Association in Grenville.
Our superheroes are all among us. They don't wear capes nor have superpowers. In fact, they appear to be quite ordinary. They are the ones who provide us with food. They are our farmers, our grocery store workers, our vendors. They are our fishermen. They are the ones who heal us, our doctors and medical practitioners. They are the ones who protect us, our police officers. They are all the other essential workers who make this period bearable. And how can we forget our teachers, dedicated to educating our children no matter the circumstance? To everyone who is doing their part to make sure the wheel keeps turning, Ariza says, thank you.
From Hillsborough to Point Celine, Flow has you covered. We value and support our future generations. We understand the importance of saying hello. Keeping you connected is our priority. We have been working day and night to improve our networks because we believe a connected country moves forward. We will continue to work to give you the best mobile LTE and home networks because with Flow, it only gets better.
Life can be unpredictable, and uncertainties can throw everything out of sync. In spite of life's uncertainties, Grenlec remains committed to providing you with consistent, reliable service. Persistent, outstanding balances disrupt your peace of mind and limit Grenlec's ability to provide the service you depend on. That's why Grenlec is urging all customers to bring your account up to date at this time. Please ensure that you pay your bill in full and continue to pay on time to avoid arrears and the inconvenience of disconnection. Call 237 for 24-hour bill inquiries or contact our customer care team urgently at telephone number 237. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. As was alluded to in previous stories, it has been a challenging time for people from various walks of life. As GBN continues to listen to the various issues, one of the common threads running through conversations relates to job loss and economic survival. Roadside vendors are among those appealing for help. They're hoping for some lenience from the police as they try to make ends meet during these tough times. GBN's Beverly Telesford has been listening to their concerns and sent us this dispatch.
COVID-19 has put a strain on almost every facet of the economy. Roadside vendors are among those who find it challenging to survive in the present construct. The vendors refer to themselves as hustlers and have been asking for an easement on the regulations governing selling on the sidewalk.
Well, in terms of sale, it's very thing. Sometimes you get sale, sometimes you don't. It depends on the season, you know, and it depends on the how the week run, right? At a mountain, it be faster. Since before I moved out from the market, I used to be all about fish market, all about where I get a jam, I take it. If I get a jam, I know we're not supposed to sell on the sidewalk, but I'll make me like a jam here and there, and yeah.
And well, I like hustling and thing, and I don't really work in, but you know, I try and doing something good every day, and to make me day good. And when we come and hustle and thing on the street and thing, well, the police and them, they always giving us a hard time, you know, and nothing really going on for us, and we still trying, you know.
The vendors say the National Stadium alternative at this time is not the best option due to factors such as location, transportation, and overall accommodation.
When they were saying they want us to go in the stadium and hustle, and the stadium now people doesn't go there, and they're hardly, sometimes the age of people now, sometimes they might want to go and get something over there now, but they don't have no vehicle to go there and to bring across all the goods that you know, that pressure for them.
What I would say about the market now, it's true, it's a good thing for us to go in the market, but we cannot stay in the market. So what I'm going to say right now is, like, if they block off a street in the town, that somehow we could go, it'd be very good and thankful for us.
They are hopeful that the authorities can find an alternative for them to ply their trade. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Don't let your guards down. COVID-19 is still around. That's the advice from the La Bay Taxi Association. It has taken steps to ensure passengers are safe. However, they face with a challenge. Our news team has been speaking with a member of the association who fills us in this report, again from Beverly Telesford.
Members of the Labe Taxi Association are calling for urgent intervention from the relevant authority. They say people's lives are put at risk by those who choose to operate outside of established protocols.
Right now, we have a lot of P-Noahs, like, somebody might buy a Noah, private Noah, and then P, and they might do a little bit of juggling, like custom with taxi and things. So there's a competition to the taxi and them, and it's like during the COVID time when the lockdown was there, the government said the taxi, we couldn't walk, but these men and them was up and down the road walking, and nobody wasn't telling them anything. So I find that was a total unfairness. A lot of people in need transport, but I find that was unfair to us, But still we have a lot of competition with this private, and them who run like taxis.
That was Derek Charles, known in the Calypso arena as DC Ranks. He is the public relations officer of the Labe Taxi Association. If you happen to be in the Grenville area and need a taxi service, look for those with this logo. With COVID-19 still a potential threat, to ensure passengers are protected, members of the recently formed association underwent a series of training with the Grenada Tourism Authority. Charles explains what was required in order for their taxi to be deemed safe for travelers.
They had some talks with us and told us we had to equip with vehicle with like gloves, wipes, a little beam, and all the things, all the necessary things we need for the taxi, right? And then after that we went through an inspection with them, and then when you pass, they give you a sticker to put on the vehicle, right? And then we have to take records of who we bring, if we pick up anybody, where we pick them up, where we drop them, the phone number, and things like that. These gloves, that is it, gloves. And then you've got to have extra mask. So in case you pick up a passenger too and they don't have any mask, you could give them or you could charge them for it. You've got to have factory wipes. Here you go with your hand sanitizers, your rubbing alcohol and things like that.
The PRO requested that the Ministry of Health and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force address the issue of owners who use their private vehicles for taxi service without following the health protocols. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Rural communities are often left out of major national development and social care programs, but there's a non-profit organization which is seeking to change that. There were smiles to go around the parish of St. Patrick on the weekend as more than 50 families got pleasant surprises from philanthropist Royden Bihari. GBN's Rena Pear was out and about the parish when she stumbled upon his acts of kindness.
Well-known community activist Royden Bihari now operates what he calls the Bihari Charity Foundation. He used his philanthropy endeavors to put a smile on the faces of families as they prepared for the new school year. They were presented with printers to help students overcome the challenge of printing assignments. Bihari says he usually supports families with backpacks and school supplies, but this year he decided to do things differently since COVID-19 has resulted in changes to the learning experience.
We do understand that many persons may have in their possession tablets and laptops and computers at their homes, but many families may be out of a printing facility to actually print the child's schoolwork. So we thought as an entity that what we can do is to partner with stakeholders to see how we can make that possible. So we would have already stopped in communities of Shantimel. We also stopped in Hermitage. We would have distributed in Monkridge, Snell Hall, and we are heading down to Sauters. We are going all the way down to Redmond. We have 2 persons over in River Sally in St. Patrick, and we do have about 4 persons in Davie.
Those on the receiving end had no clue that they were on the list of recipients.
Between yesterday and this morning, we had 2 charitable foundations out of New York actually reaching out to us, asking us for some of the needs that we're going to need need for 2021. So thus far we would have already indicated to them laptop computers, food stuff for persons who are definitely in need, because our focus is not just young people but people that are in need across the board, as well as we do have a number of persons with disabilities, so things like clutches, wheelchairs and so forth are some of the other areas.
There was an expression of gratitude.
On behalf of the people of the village and the families, we want to say thank you very much, and we do appreciate it. It's going to be a very beneficial thing, especially for those who are in secondary school. We know right now technology is everything right now, so the printer is going to help them and going to do a lot in the future.
The foundation has promised to make the initiative even better next year. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
And it's really nice to get those stories coming out of the rural areas. It's time to catch up with our citizen journalists this time, who usually have cell phones and other capture devices poised and ready for interesting developments that they must stumble upon. We feature those in the nightly GBN ISAW segment. We cross over to Beverly Telesford to see who captured what.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
More good deeds from busmen. Tonight's ISAW features a back-to-school initiative by number 2 bus operator who gave free rides on Monday. The bus is pictured with a back-to-school sticker plastered on its hood with the advertisement for the free rides. You can send in your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And this is Network News. Still ahead, men charged for stealing CMOS. We'll tell you who they are when we come back.
Supermarket today. Real Value IGA Supermarket keeps the savings flowing when you use your Real Value IGA Supermarket frequent shopper card.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a shopper's card? Sure.
Real Value IGA Supermarket, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize, the ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No packets too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No packets too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
What's that? No bingo at the stadium? Don't worry, Sunday, September 13th from 6 p.m. We've got you covered. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's on every 2 weeks, and it's so simple and easy to play. And the best part, you can win $10,000 US. Bingo tickets cost $10 US. That's only 27 EC dollars. Get yours at gotofed.com or special box offices island-wide. And if you don't have any idea how to play, then visit our main office at Brew Street Mall, where one of our agents will go through the process with you. Sunday, September 13th. Don't miss the bingo action online.
Live stream, we go
Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's lots of fun and excitement.
Can you imagine the world of Charles chocolates? Charles, enter our world.
When speaking of the weather, they say September, remember, October to be all over. Let's see what's happening with the tropical weather update with Segoni Mohammed.
Let's take a look at what's happening out there, because we are tracking a lot of systems in the Atlantic Ocean at this time. And I want to show you something in particular. Right now, we know that as of yesterday, we have Tropical Storm Paulette and we have Tropical Storm Renee. But off of Africa, we are monitoring 2 areas of interest right now, and they haven't even left the African continent, believe it or not. There are 2 tropical waves. They're massive in size, and according to forecast guidance models, these 2 systems could even leave the African coast as tropical cyclones already developed and strong and just ready to move in a westward fashion, as opposed to what's happening with Paulette and Renee, which are moving toward the west-northwest and far away from the Caribbean islands. So these 2 systems just behind, right now, they're typical tropical waves, but we most definitely in the Eastern Caribbean will be monitoring these areas to see what's going to happen in the next couple of days as we get well into the height of the hurricane season. And let me talk to you a little bit more about that, because at this point, we've gone through a significant amount of names. The ones with the asterisks here, that's where we have had hurricane formations, and the numbers are staggering. We're up to 5 hurricanes in a season that is forecast to be above average with 24 named storms. But in case you didn't realize, this list only has 21 names, and we have 4 more to go for the 2020 hurricane season. So what happens after that? Because we still have a hurricane season that runs till the end of November. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. We will now look to the Greek alphabet, and that's where we're going to get names for the rest of the season in the event that we run out of that remaining 4 names that you saw earlier. But the thing is, this has only ever happened once before, and it happened in a very devastating year, the year 2005, which saw the likes of Wilma and Katrina, to name a few. So only time will tell what the weather will bring. We continue to monitor what's going on in this big, vast ocean, the Atlantic, and at the moment, it is quiet, relatively, where we are in the Caribbean. As these systems pull well away from us, the Eastern Caribbean will see some general typical weather for the wet season ahead as it continues. But for Trinidad and Tobago, earlier today, you got the showers and the thunder showers. We got gusty winds. We had localized flooding, and at the same time, lightning coming out of clouds. So can we expect more of that into tomorrow's forecast? Because this had nothing to do with tropical waves. This was actually just daytime heating running its natural course throughout the day. So believe it or not, tonight, it's settling down. We're not seeing a lot of showery activity for Trinidad, Tobago. Not a lot going on for Grenada at the moment either, but as the evening progresses, you'll get that pitter-patter picking up over midnight, and with it, warmer temperatures. Now, for those of you living in built-up and urban areas, it will feel a little bit warmer and then cool down as the evening progresses. But for the rest of you living along those valleys and even on the Caroni Plains, temperatures will feel just a little bit warm at first and then again cool down before midnight kicks in. So you'll notice lows dip to the mid-20s, balmy in Tobago at 26, and that's going to be the trend taking us throughout the next couple of hours. Bear in mind, into tomorrow's forecast, high temperatures get up to a steamy, a sweltering 33 degrees Celsius for Tobago. Trinidad coming in at 34 degrees Celsius yet again. So with more daytime heating on the way, believe it or not.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight partly cloudy with few light showers and the low chance of isolated thunder. Tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas light to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. Tides high at 6:30 p.m. and low at 1:30 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:58. Weather for Wednesday, September 9th, partly cloudy with some light to moderate showers, mainly during the morning. Weather for Thursday, September 10th, partly cloudy with few light to moderate showers. And weather for Wednesday, Friday, September 11th, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with some light to moderate showers and the medium chance of nighttime thunder.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
From Hillsborough to Point Celine, Flow has you covered. We value and support our future generations. We understand the importance of saying hello. Keeping you connected is our priority. We have been working day and night to improve our networks because we believe a connected country moves forward. We will continue to work to give you the best mobile LTE and home networks because with Flow, it only gets better.
And 2 men have been arrested and charged in connection with the theft of a quantity of sea moss from a farm in St. David. James Calder, 49, and Alric Augustine, 53, both fishermen of Latant, St. David, will appear at the St. David Magistrates Court on the 30th of October. They have been charged with 2 counts of stealing. This will come as welcome news for sea moss farmers at Pitibakai Bay in Westerhall, St. David, who complained to GBN in late August that men from a nearby village had been stealing their produce by the boatloads, leaving them empty-handed. Farmers Winston Lewis and Gaston George said that the demand for the produce has increased due to COVID-19 because CMOS is said to be an immune booster. They told GBN that they have been unable to fill orders because of theft.
I sit down and watch a few boats, like 2 boats, come in right there and dive with CMOS, and one of the guys saying that, okay, it's wild CMOS. No, for the record, there's no wild CMOS in Westerhall. The only CMOS that's in Westerhall is cultivated CMOS. Believe me, I'm bleeding inside. Seriously, I'm bleeding inside with this, you know? Come on, because watch, I just be in this water here, in that seawater here, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I don't leave till 4. So when time to come and reap a little benefit, I don't expect somebody else to take it from me.
When they come in, they come on the beach, like well, as divers, as fishermen, you know. Yeah, but as we live and go, they pull up their boats and they are good. And it's a very hard thing to know you work so hard all them long time there. And someone they just come in and get the benefit of the doubt. So I feel these people, they should get a stop somehow, you know. That is how I think it. That's how I see it.
The 2 men who have been charged on $3,000 bail, one on each count with 1 surety. And moving on to some sad news, the lady who brought to reality Grenada's national anthem has passed on. Mrs. Irva Batiste Blackett died at the age of 96 in Barbados, where she resided. Mrs. Batiste Blackett took part in the Independence Anthem songwriting composition and was the most outstanding contributor with her composition, Hail Grenada, Land of Ours. During the 2009 independence celebrations, Mrs. Batiste Blackett received the Camehorn Silver Award in recognition of her composition and contribution to the spirit of national pride and fervor. Recipients of the government SEED program will need to be recertified. It's a program which provides a monthly stipend to needy families. Approximately 6,000 families received the funds and an additional 100 applications have been submitted. Minister for Social Development, the Honorable Delma Thomas, says the recertification process is part of efforts to ensure that the program runs effectively.
After 2 years of applying and being on the program, you have to be recertified. Keeping in mind that SEED, you're not supposed to be on SEED permanently. SEED is aimed at taking you out of poverty. So when you finish secondary school and you're not going to TAMCC, it means that we have to graduate you from the program. If you're going to TAMCC and continue to need government assistance, then you'll continue to get assistance. So this is a period of graduation right now where a number of students would have graduated from secondary school or TAMCC. These persons will be automatically be removed from the program.
The revision process is estimated to last at least 9 months. Minister Thomas told a news briefing this morning that due to misinformation submitted in the past, the ministry will take steps to prevent people from defrauding the state.
And the recertification in different communities would not be done by the SEED officers who were there before. So our social workers within the ministry will accompany a whole team would be for each parish in terms of doing the recertification. At present, they will be giving out the letters informing members that that first phase of recertification will be done, and those persons who are in the first phase are beneficiaries with observable improvement in living conditions.
Still to come from us, the Bahamas is eyeing October. We'll tell you why. And in sports, the TKR, they're sitting pretty as the CPL final nears. This is Network News. Do stay with us.
Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal, join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made. My name is Hollis, Mr. Killer Map, and I endorse this message.
Hills and Valley Medcare Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Medcare Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Medcare Center today, 435-6904.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize, the ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Opio.com. Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
What's that? No bingo at the stadium? Don't worry, Sunday, September 13th from 6 p.m. We've got you covered. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo. It's on on every 2 weeks, and it's so simple and easy to play. And the best part, you can win $10,000 US. Bingo tickets cost $10 US. That's only 27 EC dollars. Get yours at gotofed.com or special box offices island-wide. And if you don't have any idea how to play, then visit our main office at Brew Street Mall, where one of our agents will go through the process with you. Sunday, September 13th. Don't miss the bingo action online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's lots of fun and excitement.
Well, hello and welcome, sporting fans. It's your turn at the news crease. We start with CPL action this evening. On the back of a domineering performance with both bat and ball in the first CPL 2020 semi-final, Trinbago Knight Riders